OpenAI has announced the next major step in conversational AI, GPT 5.1. This represents a fundamental shift in how their models interact with the world and with users. They focused on making ChatGPT smarter and significantly more conversational and engaging. This release is about closing the gap between powerful AI and natural human interaction. OpenAI has achieved a new level of intelligence and reasoning wrapped in a warmer, more intuitive package. The new models are more helpful, more reliable, and more enjoyable to use. This evolution is driven by 4 core pillars of improvement that will redefine the user experience. Building on that foundation of smarter and more conversational AI, OpenAI has structured the GPT 5.1 upgrade around 4 key pillars. First, there's the enhanced conversational style. The models are now warmer and more engaging by default. They participate in a dialogue rather than simply answering questions. Second, there are superior intelligence and reasoning gains, particularly in complex areas like math and coding evaluations. The models are better at hard problems. Third, OpenAI has introduced improved customization, giving users intuitive controls to shape the tone and style of their ChatGPT. This is about making the AI adapt to users. Finally, they focused on dynamic efficiency. This means faster responses for simple, everyday tasks, and more persistent, dedicated thinking time for truly complex challenges. These 4 pillars work together to deliver a dramatically improved experience, and they directly inform the new dual model strategy. That focus on dynamic efficiency and specialized performance led OpenAI directly to their new dual model strategy. They recognize that users have 2 very different needs: instant, engaging conversation and deep, persistent analysis. So they're introducing 2 distinct models: GPT 5.1 Instant and GPT 5.1 Thinking. GPT 5.1 Instant is the model most people will use most of the time. It's warmer, more intelligent, and optimized for speed and instruction following. It's the daily driver, now significantly upgraded. Then there's GPT 5.1 Thinking. This is the advanced reasoning model built for the hardest problems. OpenAI has made it clearer and more efficient, allowing it to dedicate more time to complex tasks without getting bogged down on simple ones. The goal is simple: to ensure users always have the absolute best model for whatever task they're tackling, whether it's a quick chat or a deep dive analysis. The instant model is where users will immediately notice the conversational leap OpenAI has taken. They've made it warmer by default. It's more playful and engaging, while maintaining that clarity and usefulness users expect. This is about making the interaction feel more like a true conversation rather than transactional. Crucially, OpenAI has introduced tone customization. Users can now intuitively shape the model's communication style to match their preferences, which can vary from one conversation to the next. This is reflected in more empathetic responses. For example, instead of a generic answer, the model might respond with something personalized, like, "I've got you, Ron." This level of contextual awareness and personality makes a huge difference in daily use. The conversational leap is about tone and reliability, which brings us to how Instant handles instructions. Building on that conversational warmth, GPT 5.1 Instant has also mastered instruction following and introduced a powerful new feature: adaptive reasoning. OpenAI has made reliable instruction following a core strength. If you tell the model to always respond with 6 words, it will now adhere to that constraint with far greater consistency than before. This reliability is key for automation and complex workflows. The real game changer is adaptive reasoning. Instant can now intelligently decide when a question is challenging enough to warrant a moment of thinking before responding. This means that for genuinely complex queries, it allocates the necessary resources to deliver a more thorough and accurate answer, all while maintaining its rapid response times for simple tasks. This balance of speed and accuracy is reflected in significant benchmark gains on evaluations like AIM 2025 and Codeforces. This makes Instant incredibly powerful, but for the truly hardest problems, there's the thinking model. The Instant model is getting smarter and more adaptive. Now, let's look at its counterpart, the GPT 5.1 thinking model, where OpenAI has focused on efficiency meeting clarity and advanced reasoning. The core idea here is dynamic thinking time. OpenAI doesn't want their most powerful model to be slow on simple tasks, but it needs to be persistent on the hardest ones. So the model now adapts its thinking time precisely to the complexity of the question. This results in a massive performance improvement. Compared to the previous thinking model, GPT 5.1 thinking is roughly twice as fast on the easiest tasks, and it's also willing to spend twice as long on the most complex problems, leading to a much deeper and more thorough analysis. This adaptive approach ensures the optimal balance between depth and speed. Critically, OpenAI has focused on clarity. The output is now much clearer, with less jargon and fewer undefined terms, making their most capable model far more approachable for complex work and technical explanations. This focus on clarity is a game changer. That focus on clarity in the thinking model fundamentally changes how users interact with complex information. Here's an example from Baseball Analytics, comparing how GPT-5 and GPT-5.1 thinking explain two technical concepts, BABIP and WRC+. The GPT-5 explanation is technically correct, but it's dense. It throws out formulas and jargon like HBP and Park and era adjusted without much context. It assumes a high level of existing knowledge. But look at the GPT 5.1 thinking approach. It explains BABIP simply as how often a ball put in play falls for a hit. It explains WRC+ as the gold standard measure of how much a hitter contributed to run creation versus league average. This is the power of clarity. It takes advanced analysis and makes it accessible to a wider audience, moving beyond raw statistics to explain real player value. This means users can get the deep, accurate analysis they need without having to be an expert in the field to understand the answer. This personalized clarity leads directly into the next pillar of the upgrade: customization. OpenAI has made the models smarter and clearer, and they also know that conversation is personal. That's why customization is a huge part of the GPT 5.1 experience. OpenAI is giving users the power to truly shape their ChatGPT experience by setting preferences on chat style and tone. These are intuitive controls that allow ChatGPT to better match the desired tone in responses, whether users need it to be highly professional, friendly, or extremely efficient. The tone needed can vary from person to person and even from one conversation to the next. Users might want a playful tone for brainstorming, but a strictly formal tone for drafting an email to a client. These more effective, user-friendly controls ensure that the model adapts to user preferences, resulting in a more personalized and productive interaction every single time. OpenAI has announced that the GPT 5.1 upgrade is rolling out immediately, starting today. They're prioritizing paid users first, so if you're a ChatGPT Plus or Team subscriber, you'll start seeing both the GPT 5.1 instant and thinking models, along with the new tone customization controls, right away. Throughout this week, they'll continue this broader rollout across the entire paid user base, ensuring full feature parity and performance optimizations for all premium tiers. Then, in the following weeks, they'll make the upgrade universally available. Free tier users will gain access to GPT 5.1, bringing the complete feature set, including adaptive reasoning and all the customization options to everyone. Users are encouraged to try the new models in ChatGPT today. It's a massive step forward. GPT 5.1 represents a major milestone in the mission to create truly useful and engaging AI. The future of conversational AI is one where the technology is highly intelligent and genuinely enjoyable to talk to. OpenAI has made the models smarter and more human. They are more conversational, more empathetic, and more capable of complex reasoning. The dual model approach, instant for speed and thinking for depth, ensures that every user need is optimized. Whether users need a quick, friendly answer or a deep, persistent analysis, GPT 5.1 has the right tool for the job. This is a significant step forward, combining advanced reasoning with a warmer, more conversational style. Users are encouraged to try GPT 5.1 and ChatGPT today and discover a smarter, more conversational AI that truly adapts to them. If this GPT 5.1 breakdown was useful, please like and subscribe, as it really helps support the channel. I'd love to hear what you think in the comments below, and don't forget to hit the bell so you catch our next AI analysis. Appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next video.